Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlett. Today I have another intuitive message for you. Today's message comes from a dream that I had last night, and I want to go ahead and share it here in today's message. It's a very powerful message, especially with everything that we've been talking about here on this channel and everything that's been happening in the world. So stay tuned for the entirety of this message. So today I'm out here in front of my orange tree. As you can see, it has oranges on it. They're not yet ripe, they're still green, but this tree is just full of oranges. And I'm gonna insert at the end of the video like the actual tree, because I'm here at the bottom of the tree, but if you were to look from above and all of that, the whole entire tree, it's just full of oranges. And so I think that this is a great representation of what we're gonna be talking about here in today's message. So what was coming through in the dream was really interesting. It was like I was outside and there was just, forest, it seemed like, just kind of like my backyard, basically what it looks like. And as I went further into the forest, what I began to see was all of these bamboo shoots just coming up very, very quickly. And so I could feel like it was just like all of our manifestations are coming in all at once. And so they were just popping up, and I could just see, it was just almost magnificent to watch in the dream. And so when I woke from the dream, I interpreted from that dream that all of our manifestations, everything that we've been talking about here on this channel, is now all coming in at once. We talked about how everything's kind of feeling very energetic. We're really, becoming one and aligned with those things that we want and desire in our own lives. And so it's all coming into fruition right now. And so one of the reasons that I'm standing in front of this orange tree is because orange trees are a great representation of that. They get full of oranges, just really, really full of oranges. And they're green like this for a while, but around, almost winter time, they begin to turn orange. And when they turn orange and they become, actual oranges that we can eat, there's so many, there's an abundance of them. And so you have so many for yourself, and then you have like an overflow where you can give away, like, you could make like a Christmas basket or something like that and give it away. And so you have an overflow. And so one of the things that I was sensing in the dream and in this tree as I came out here is that we're not just getting everything all at once, we're experiencing an overflow of abundance in our own lives right now. So if this is you, if you're starting to see that all of your manifestations are coming in right now, give me a like right now down below. And so when our manifestations come in all at once, it's really from all of that, all of the work that we've done before. And it's not that we have to necessarily work at it, we have to align with it. And when we align with those things that we want in our life, it's almost like the energy compounds. It compounds more and more and more. And I was talking about it yesterday, how, it really feels as though the energy is really, really getting strong in this time. And when you begin to feel that, it's really something happening. And what's happening is that whatever it is that you have been working towards, those things that you have been aligning with, have now all energetically shown up in the quantum. And so they begin to show up in the physical as well. So when all of your manifestations begin to show up, or whatever is showing up for you in your life, it's important to have gratitude for it. When we have gratitude for the things that are coming into our life, the things that are showing up in our life, it's truly a way to show that we are ready for more even. So when we have gratitude for it and we're able to hold that and be thankful for it, the universe, God, spirit sees that in us and sees how we can hold that, and we can be grateful for it, and we can be good stewards of it. And so we are given even more. So it's important to have gratitude. So one of the other things that is showing up is that our next step when we receive so much at once is to be able to hold it, to be able to integrate it. So one of the things that we see with people, let's say, that win the lottery, or they get a big inheritance of some kind, a lot of them, and this is a very recurring story, is that they lose it all. That they begin to either spend it very frivolously, or they begin to get involved in situations where people are coming after them, like they're getting sued, or family members are asking for money and they're having to give money, and by the time you know it, a couple years have passed and they have spent it all. And that's because truly it's not because of the circumstances that are happening, it's because they're not able to hold it energetically. So as all of your manifestations are coming in, it's important to integrate, to energetically be able to hold everything that's coming in. And what I mean by that is to work on your nervous system so that you're able to make sound decisions with the money, with the abundance that's coming in, with the opportunities that's coming in, that you're able to hold that. So it doesn't necessarily just have to be money. Maybe you are manifesting some sort of thing in your life where, you know, you have to do something that requires you to be more bold, to be in front of maybe an audience, to travel maybe, and maybe your nervous system isn't feeling safe in that. We have to get your nervous system to a place where it feels safe in that. So you've been given the abundance because it appears as though you're ready. But if you begin to go back in your nervous system and not feel safe, not feel ready in a way, then those manifestations will begin to go away. You'll be pulled back into a different timeline. So I know that's kind of probably sounding kind of hard to understand, but it's truly as though, you know, you're being pulled back into the older version of yourself. To be able to sustain the current version of yourself or that future version of yourself, you have to prime that nervous system. You have to be ready to receive in all senses of the way, not just in your mind, but in your body, in your spirit, in your soul, in your strength, in all of those things. You have to truly show up as that person that has those things. So what does that mean? Does that mean that, you know, you have to take care of your body more, your health, you know, your mind, your spirit, you know, emptying the mind at times of the things that, you know, no longer serve you, any negative thought forms that come in, any of those things, to be able to truly hold those things that are meant for you. But this is truly a time to be really happy, to really be grateful, like I mentioned before, of all of the abundance that's coming in. So one of the interesting things about bamboo, as it was showing up in my dream, is that, you know, in real life, in our, you know, waking life, bamboo is a representation of something that I'm speaking about here. It's truly, you know, showing us the bamboo actually creates a lot of roots, creates a lot of growth underneath the ground. And then suddenly it can shoot up, you know, feet, tons of, you know, just shoot up everywhere. And it just happens overnight. So it's quite amazing. And that's like our own lives. You know, we can really pour into ourselves, or, you know, into those things that we want in our life, and, you know, work on those projects, work on whatever it is that's in our heart's desire. And a lot of it goes unseen. A lot of it seems like it's in the waiting period and we're not seeing the manifestations of it. But then suddenly we wake up one day and there is that huge opportunity. There is that huge growth that just happens overnight. But it truly didn't just happen overnight. There was all of this stuff happening behind the scenes, just like the bamboo works underneath the ground. So I know this at my house. I actually get bamboo and they're quite invasive. In the summertime especially, you won't see them hardly any other time. But I don't know what kind of bamboo this is, but all of a sudden, between spring and summer, all of these bamboo shoots will pop up and it'll just happen overnight, and they're actually really hard to get rid of. So that's another thing is, you know, don't be fearful by some of the things that I said about the nervous system and losing your manifestation. Those things that you have really manifested, they can't go away so easily. You have the opportunity, the ability to hold it. So do the things now to take care of yourself, to take care of those things that are in your heart and those things that you have manifested through your heart. So that's today's message. I hope that it found you well. If it resonated with you, leave me a thumbs up down below. If you like this sort of message and channel, please subscribe to my channel and come back. I would love to have you come back. Thank you again so much for being here. To all of my returning viewers, I love you all, and I will catch you on our next message.